Hey everybody, what's up? Ron here. Good morning, and welcome to Honkai's 2.4 Livestream. Super excited to see what they have in store for us because other than the characters, I don't really know what to expect. Excuse me. I know we are returning to the Xianzhou, but I'm not sure. I don't think it would be the same ship. I think we're going to go to a different one in all honesty, if I had to guess. Because I'm pretty sure they even showed on... man, I don't know the characters, the new characters they just revealed. I don't know their names that well yet. I know one of them is Lingsha, but the other one, I forgot her name already, and I feel Fei Xiao or something like that. I think she's a general of where we're going to be going to next, so I'm pretty sure it said a different name. I just can't remember what it was. I only recently just seen the drip, like when I got home yesterday from work. I was like, oh, so excited. But for now, we have Yunli and the fox boy, I forgot his name. Actually, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's like Jiaoqiu or Jiaoqi or something like that. I'm not sure. I'd have to hear them say it. I'm just guessing. I'm not honestly sure. But he is a Nihility character, so I'm curious if, from what I've seen people talk about on Reddit, it seems like he was supposed to be good with Acheron. But I don't know if he'd be good with the regular DOT team or not, because honestly, I mean, the one I use, I mean, you know, the meta team is quite awesome. You know, just Kafka, Black Swan, and Rame and Luofu. Very good. I have no complaints. Well, I guess I have one complaint, is that I wish that we had a different healer, basically, at this point. I guess you could use Luofu as well. I mean, in all honesty, sometimes if I'm feeling like kind of random, I'll just I'll put Acheron in there as well, just to see. It's a pretty fucking crazy team, honestly. But I'm super excited to see what these characters are gonna be like, because it looks like Yunli is gonna be... Was she Destruction? I can't remember. I know she was physical, was her element. And I'm pretty sure the dude is fire. So, curious to see what they got for us, though. Oh, what's up, Albert?
Long story short, work pressure is really starting to wear me down. You got any medicinal recommendations, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
Jiaoqiu, that's right.
I have just the thing, Mr. Albert. Take 2 mace of heavenward pepper, 3 tails of 7-star chili, and half a caddy of millet pepper. Remove the seeds and grind together with a splash of prickly ash cooking wine.
That's pepper.
Apply the mixture evenly and rinse after 20 minutes. Finally, apply a layer of starch, which will induce a detoxifying sweat. Good for the mind and the soul.
Oh, it's the little hot dog dudes.
Dr. Jiaoqiu, Albert's not the only one exhausted
She's
around
super cute.
here. I should detoxify too.
Well, Miss Yunli, start out by blanching some ingredients in a premium broth, but make sure it utilizes plenty of
She just ate the fucking pepper.
premium dried.
She's like, ah, it's so hot.
I see digestion issues on the horizon. Some coriander should help with that.
Dude,
Stay your hand.
is
Turn that evil herb at once. Unthinkable.
Is he allergic? Dude, tell me that Jingwan is going to be here. I want to hear Alejandro this
This
stream.
place brings back so many memories.
Yes, I love the
There
Xianzhou.
you are. Everyone, this way.
Oh,
The
Yanqing.
Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary Combat Art Ceremony.
Okay, so we are going back to
Your
the
presence will be
Luofu.
greatly appreciated.
Why are there Boris in here? Right
Oh.
on time.
Was that a werewolf, dude?
Hello there. Hey, old metal. Which one do you want?
Oh
to
my
strike?
god, she has
all
a
of them?
giant sword, bro?
Rock-shattering slash.
Okay.
Master Yunli, look at how hard I've been training.
Wait, how fucking tall is that girl?
I could take 10 of you.
Oh, okay, it looked like she was way taller than March. I was like, wait,
The
what?
shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Damn, Man, these new enemies look cool.
Wherever crowds gather, there is always an undercurrent beneath the surface.
Ooh, I like the fan.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
You offering, bro? Are you the meal?
First meal after regaining my freedom is the flesh and blood of my
That was,
fellow kindred.
My condolences.
Whoa, you leave Shui alone.
Memories of chasing.
That was mostly, they showed me the other day too. Yeah, there he is again. Oh.
If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
Oh, there she is. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, she has a giant battle axe. No. There's so much coolness happening. Fuck. This isn't fair. Sometimes I swear I see a word in there. I thought I saw egg, but no. Okay, that was cool. I like that. Dude, the fact that Yunli has like a really giant... Oh, that's so cool. That's like a weakness of mine. There's something cool about a small character with a giant weapon. I just love it. And she looks so awesome. He looks good too. The only thing I don't like is somebody pointed out that he straight up has like an NPC outfit. But that aside, I think he's gorgeous though. I love his style. I love the fan too. Also, super excited. March is getting a new outfit and also a new path as well. So that's awesome. I hope they talk about that as well. This is so cool. Complete the mission, the blue, to unlock the mailbox function. Oh, okay. That's to let you know. Yeah, don't forget to redeem your code, boy. Down at the bottom. I almost said boys. I meant down at the bottom, though. I always forget my microphone's in the way in the bottom right, so I totally missed that. Alright, what you guys got for us? Oh yeah, Alejandro is here.
Holiday night cycle.
Xianzhou Juming delegate, present.
Xianzhou Yaoqing delegate, present.
Xianzhou Luofu delegate present.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And
Good evening.
And to all our
Nice.
viewers far and wide.
Albert, you're covered by my
to the
microphone,
version
brother.
2.4 finest duel under the pristine blue special program. As always, your avian buddy Albert's here to guide you through.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yunli, a sword master from the Juming.
And I'm Jiaoqiu. I may have the appearance of a chef, but I'm actually a healer.
Greetings, everyone. It's been a while. I trust you're well.
A pleasure to have you three in the studio.
That's awesome.
Now, the Benekune vacation has drawn to a close.
Yes,
and the crew of the
we are
Astral
done
Express
for now.
is bound for a familiar destination.
Makes sense. We would go back.
Xianzhou Luofu, which is precisely why this program has invited Xianzhou friends, old and new, to welcome trailblazers back to an old stomping ground. Speaking of which, General
yeah.
Genuine, isn't this your first time on the special program?
Oh,
It is indeed, Mr. Albert, and I am deeply honored. Had I known of your program's culinary delights, I would never have delayed.
Bon appetit, General. I hate to bring this up, but our catering costs for this episode were kind of spicy. If you'd like to leave a tip, we'd be extremely...
Wait a minute. What's this hot pot got to do with you anyway?
yeah, it's the IPC, bro. Y'all
Didn't
got this.
Fox prepare it?
Well, I'm
Yeah,
a hot pot
Fox.
enthusiast, after all. Where I go, the spice follows. Your illustrious presence is payment enough, dear friends. Dinner's on me.
What a gentleman! Your delicious morality will not be forgotten, good sir.
Let's cut to the chase already.
She's like, will you guys shut
Here
up?
anyway.
It's like this. I assume you all received an invitation from the Seat of Divine Foresight, welcoming you to the Luminary War Dance.
Yep, it's a martial arts ceremony. Competitors battle it out in a flash of swords, all for the title of Sword Champion.
As a matter of fact, the War Dance is a festival commemorating the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knight's triumphant resistance against the abominations of abundance. As you know, the Luofu's ambrosial arbor crisis was only recently resolved.
Yes.
Now is the time to regroup and raise our spirits, which is why we have chosen this moment to convene the War Dance. It is also for this reason that the title of Sword Champion will not be decided in this ceremony.
It won't? Oh, I fear Master Yenqing will be bitterly disappointed.
Fear not, Mr. Jiaoqiu. This war dance isn't only a morale boost. It's also an invitation to allies and friends, a display of peace, and an important duty for the Cloud Knights. That's why Yanqing has taken it upon himself to accompany the Trailblazers for the duration.
Oh, that's
Exactly
cool.
right. The version 2.4 Trailblaze Continuance mission, finest duel under the pristine Blue One. Trailblazers will witness Yanqing's assiduous side and his new identity.
I get it. One person, not enough. You need our help, right?
Such a distinguished occasion surely merits the attendance of other esteemed guests.
Of course, the Xianzhou Yaoqing delegation will be led by none other than the Merlin's Claw, General Fei Xiao. At her side will be two senior advisors, Jiaoqiu, the Jiaoqiu, as well as Moza.
And as for the
Moza.
Xianzhou
Okay, I thought it was
Juming,
Moza.
me and Grandpa, General Huaiyan, the famous Flaming Heart, will be representatives.
Be they friends from near or far, we will welcome them with open arms. This promises to be quite the war dance.
I don't want to lower your spirits, but I heard that the Trailblazers' arrival doesn't always coincide with a happy... I mean, wasn't everyone fighting in the trailer?
3 Arbiter Generals in the same place at the same time? Not a good sign.
That's not all. Rumors are circulating through the Alliance that General Jingyuan's conduct during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis may have violated certain laws of the land. Could it really be that...
Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
get out. It's true that the other 2 generals will arrive on the Luofu with a certain assignment. If you want to know the details, then ready yourself for the upcoming Trailblaze continuance story.
Let us refrain from needless anxiety. The Luofu will ensure a spectacular war dance.
Right, geez, let's lighten the mood. I want to talk about my legendary new Swordmaster apprentice. She's been getting a lot of attention. She gets her own intro, right?
March 7th? Of course.
Of course
With the
she
war
does.
dance right around the corner, March couldn't help herself. She set out on her own martial arts journey. Stay tuned. We've got more intel on that coming up on the program. Which reminds me, the war dance ceremony is set to span versions 2.4 and 2.5. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be in the past, but the Trailblazers will continue to be important witnesses to the Xianzhou Luofu's ongoing story.
So 2
The separation
versions.
has been difficult. We've missed the Trailblazers dearly. Here's hoping the Xianzhou Luofu can bring everyone new and exciting experiences.
Can't wait!
Ah, the broth is ready. Shall we add any extra seasonings?
Add 'em all! We gotta make the most of the occasion. It's not every day we get to catch up with the Xianzhou pals. Ooh, and speaking of pals, version 2.4 will be introducing a brand new map, the Shackling Prison.
These
Yeah, I was
pals
gonna
of
say, we get a
yours,
new map, I hope.
they're all in prison?
Not all of them, not in the traditional sense. The Shackling Prison is under the Ten Lords Commission Administration. It's where Shui Yi and Hanya work.
The Shackling Prison is
Oh,
where
that's
we
why they were
detain
there, okay.
criminals. It's cold, and forbidding entrance is located below the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Isn't that where...
That does look creepy.
An individual must first stand trial before being escorted to their cell. For those guilty of particularly heinous crimes,
I think that's
we
where...
reserve special cells of biting cold or searing heat.
I think that's
The
where
interrogations
Luocha is.
of Blade and Luocha were conducted in just such a place.
Ah, well, so...
Doesn't sound
I
like
didn't think
an
about Blade,
easy
I forgot
place
about
to
that.
spring a prison break.
You can say that again.
Damn, it looks so cool.
The Ten Lords Commission keeps a watchful eye, and the routes to the cells are tangled webs filled with carefully designed mechanisms. Those seeking access must first overcome innumerable tests of fortitude.
It would appear the Shackling Prison
Dude,
is
the
the
new
haunt
enemies are
of
cool.
wolf-like monsters.
Yeah.
Borison?
That's right. The Borison are ruthless beyond measure, infamous for their inborn moon rage.
So cool, dude. I
Upon
love it.
entering battle, the Borison share stacks of bloodlust. When bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, they enter the moon rage state and become enhanced. Ooh. Watch your step,
Additional
Trailblazers.
bleed.
What happened to catching up
That was
with
so
pals?
jarring.
I'm sure Shui Yi and Hanya would love for you to go and express your sympathies. Anyway, with the new map out of the way, it's time we talked about our new friends from the Zhuming and the Yaoqing. Starting with a gifted young girl, Yunli.
Oh, she's so cute. She's like, I'm gonna fucking destroy this book. Uses her sword as a fucking fly swatter. That's so awesome. Yeah, let's see her kick some ass. Wow, yeah. Oh, damn, she just throws her sword at them. What the fuck? Whoa. Damn, was that her
I'm from the
ult?
Xianzhou Juming, a ship known for its unrivaled craftsmanship. As the records show, some 60 or 70% of all the Xianzhou's armory comes from the artisans of the Zhuming. Ever since I was little, I've studied sword mastery and weapons forging with my grandpa. The Flaming Heart, Huaiyan. Grandpa's always been nice to me. He loves me, you know?
Miss Yunli is a talented young lady fascinated with swords. She sees renowned swords as treasures. Some say she can even communicate with them directly. To her,
pretty cool power.
Swords are more honest than people.
Sword
She
master,
lives by the
truly.
phrase, swords make acquaintances, fighting makes friends.
Oh? It so happens that on the Luofu there is an able young man with a similar love of the sword. I have a feeling you two might get along.
You mean Yanqing? He doesn't know the first thing about swords. He collects them like they're going out of fashion, then never uses them. I can hear those blades crying from here.
Seems like you guys don't share everything in common.
And not to mention, see the giant sword I use? Forged him myself. He might not be complete, but he's
Yeah.
already stronger than anything out there.
Weapons of this caliber usually get their own name. What do you call them?
Not bad, Feathers. Finally, someone who understands swords. I gave him a unique name for the ages. Old Metal.
Huh.
Old metal.
It has a ring about it.
I like it too.
Me and Old Metal have a deep connection. Every time I get into a scrap, I ask Old Metal, which one do you want to strike? Old Metal usually says something like, let's start here and end there. To which I reply, oh, all of them? All right.
Old Metal's adorable manner belies his formidable stature.
Yunli might be young, but she's confident and unafraid to speak her mind.
She can
It's
kick
time
some
we took a
ass.
look at her skills on the battlefield.
As a
we got?
physical type character following the path of destruction,
Okay, so it is destruction.
gentle persuasion isn't really my style.
That's so
When
cool.
using my skill, I restore my own HP while dealing physical damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
What really sets Yunli apart in combat is the way she counters the enemy. When attacked, she immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing damage to
Oh,
the
yeah, she,
target
like, blocked
and
it.
adjacent enemies.
There's a
Okay,
grudge
that's cool.
and knows friend from foe.
It's like Clara.
She doesn't mess around.
You gotta use the enemy's strength against them.
What?
After using my ultimate, I acquire the parry state, which allows me to
Okay.
sustain lower damage and taunt all enemies. In addition, my ordinary counter is upgraded to powerful counter, which deals higher damage.
That's crazy.
You seem well versed in the art of the counter. One assumes that surprise attacks during exploration aren't a concern for you?
Nope. When using my technique, I obtain a special effect for a set duration. If an enemy launches an attack during that duration, the attack is blocked. And upon entering battle, I launch
Oh
a
my
powerful
God.
counter on a random enemy.
Imagine you've hardly regained your footing when a girl with a giant blade comes running straight for you. Which reminds me, in version 2.4,
That's definitely
Trailblazers
going.
will experience the
Plowshares?
Swords to Plowshares companion mission.
The hell's that?
Granddad and granddaughter arrive on the Luofu from the Zhuming, bringing with them a prize much sought after among the war dance competitors.
Okay, so the Zhuming
Press
is
something
the
else
other
too.
ship.
Let's see. let's save that for another time, shall we?
Now remember, Albert, the prize is for the war dance champion, not the host.
So if Yunli is also set to compete, and were she to prevail, then wouldn't the prize return home with her to the Zhu-Ming?
Not so fast now. Luofu has something to say about that. The Zhu-Ming may have brought the prize, but they ain't leaving with it.
Watch us.
Easy now. External
She's like-
heat needs inner cooling, as they say.
Sounds like another difficult challenge for Yang Jing.
He's about to get his ass beat again.
Oh, right. Let's move on to another new character, shall we? Hailing from the Yao Qing and soon to be making
I'm curious to the reruns. It's gotta be
military
Horaud.
healer Jiaoqiu.
She hasn't had one yet. I think it would be her and Zilla, maybe? Zilla hasn't had a rerun in a while. Ooh. Whoa. Damn, okay.
The
Got a
Yao
hot-ass
Qing's
soul, bro.
illustrious healer. I've heard much
Yeah,
about
fire.
her.
You're too
Fire
kind,
to
General. My visit to the Luofu is only in aid of keeping a promise.
What does he do,
owe
though?
someone a tasty meal?
Well, taste is secondary to nutrition, Miss Yunli.
I'm curious, Mr. Jiaoqiu. Under what circumstances would you usually open your eyes? Forgive me, but, your beef is overcooked.
Well, seems
nice.
like culinary emergencies are pretty eye-opening. But I digress. Mr. Jiaoqiu, why don't you introduce yourself a little more?
Well, I am employed as a military healer to the Yao Qing's General Fei Xiao. You could consider me one of her retainers. I'm accompanying the general to the Xianzhou Luofu for this war dance ceremony.
Huh,
I was wondering what he did.
what's with all the broths and ingredients then?
Well, you see, Miss
Eyelashes.
Yunli, I believe in culinary medicine. The notion that we are what we eat. The arts of cooking and healing are one and the same, which is why I spend so much time delving into the spicy miracles of medicinal cuisine.
A meal is not simply a
Interesting.
merry occasion, but an opportunity for food to work quiet wonders for our biological systems. Isn't that beautiful?
Why bother dividing the pot into 9 sections if you're gonna eat from all of them?
Each one
I
has
am
their
a
own flavor profile.
self-confessed chow hound, Miss Yunli. I eat, and then I leave.
Oh, you ain't going anywhere yet, Doctor. Delicacies aside, let's talk some more
He's like, no,
about
you're
that
paying the
case.
bill, bro.
Before you came under General Fei Xiao's command, you were well known in the Xianzhou Yao Qing's Alchemy Commission. You went on to cut your teeth as a military healer with the Cloud Knights on campaigns for the hunt. I heard you decided to retire, only returning to service at the personal request of the Cauldron Master.
Some people prefer work to leisure, I suppose.
Well, I am fortunate enough to be respected for my craft. Some even go so far as to deem me a miracle cure.
As General Fei Xiao's
good food.
strategist, Jiaoqiu applies his taste for spice to battlefield tactics. Combat is a bubbling broth, with each side occupying one half of Yunyang Hot Pot.
Indeed. Battles are marked by myriad changes, constantly evolving in a dance of yin and yang.
Which is what
Well
his
said,
goal was.
General.
They say foxes are cunning creatures. Seems like Mr. Jiaoqiu is no exception. I think it's time we took a look at what our delicious doctor can do on the battlefield.
Well, about time. I am a fire-type character on the path of nihility. When using my technique during exploration, I create a special dimension. After entering battle with an enemy within the dimension, I inflict them with fire damage.
Okay.
And there's a possibility of following up with a stack of ashen roast debuff.
So,
Which
we're
does what?
cooking the enemy alive?
Ashen Roast turns up the heat by causing enemies to sustain greater damage.
Yeah,
Any
see,
attack that
he's with
Jiaoqiu
Acheron
lands
here.
on an enemy has a chance of inflicting Ashen Roast.
Indeed.
So he's replacing
Case in
Silver
point,
Wolf?
if I were to use my skill to deal blast damage, there would be a chance of simultaneously inflicting a stack
he
of
had the
ashen
thing-
roast on the target.
Before he threw it, that was cool.
Did you just throw spices into the battlefield?
Yeah, I was like,
Sharp eyes, General. After launching my ultimate, the battlefield becomes an enormous yuan-yang hot pot. The enemies are trapped in a searing broth, which inflicts damage on each and every one of them.
That look, though.
At the
damn.
same time, the effects of Ashen Roast are compounded for enemies inflicted with the debuff, in line with the current highest number of stacks. Immediately after, a field appears, which lasts for a set number of turns.
It gives off like
Oh,
Yaimiko
these
vibes.
hot
That,
pop
that
visuals are
face.
making me hungry again. What does this field do exactly?
Enemies within the field sustain greater ultimate damage. And during their action, there is a chance they will be inflicted by a stack of Ashen Roast.
Oh, it would follow that if, for example, Acheron were on the team, you would be able to help her acquire ultimate charges more quickly.
Yep. And then make her ultimate
Absolutely
stronger.
right.
That's why people were saying
Nice
to
of
use
you
her.
to invite the enemy to dinner before showing them the door.
The last
You
meal
would
they'll
still
ever
work on the DOT
experience.
team.
Word of advice?
But not
Order out
necessary.
next time, fellas.
The dot, I guess as people say.
Well, we've gotten to know new friends from both the Zhuming and the Yaoqing. Let's turn our gaze to the version 2.4 banner info. In version 2.4's first
Whoa,
half
I
of
was
event,
right.
Trailblazers can acquire the limited
Hanya.
5-star
Oh, Yukong is
character
back.
Yunli,
Holy
as
shit.
well as the limited 5-star character Hua Hua. The limited 5-star light cones, Dance at Sunset,
Oh,
and
that's such
Night
a
of
pretty light
Fright
cone.
will be boosted.
A cat is a
Ugh,
human's
but I don't
best
need any of those
friend.
4 stars.
You certainly have a cat-like energy to you, Miss Yunli.
Let's move swiftly on to this version's second half warp event, which boosts limited
Sparkle?
5-star characters Xiaoqiu and Maskful Sparkle. In addition, the drop
I did
rates for
not
the limited
expect
5-star
that.
light cones, those many springs, and Earthly Escapade will
That
be
totally
boosted.
caught me off guard. I thought for sure it was going to be Zelle.
Another eye-opening moment for our fox friend.
Moments spent in the cool shade of
even-
an old tree should be used for admiring the surrounding
I
scenery.
think who else has
Couldn't
that
agree
really?
more.
Black
And I almost
Swan?
forgot. The version 2.4 warp banner will feature a familiar face on the 4-star light cone. Poised to bloom.
She
That
has
is
the presence of a
beautiful.
true swordmaster.
She's so gorgeous.
Someone's
I
been
love that we
taking
get
her
this for
training
free, too.
seriously.
Without further ado, let's take a closer look at the fruits of March 7th's journey.
Yeah.
Sword Master Apprentice.
I was going to say, we saw everybody but March. I want to see March. March. Burp. She is so adorable, dude. Oh my gosh. I love it's 2 swords. That's so cool. And she's flipping around. Boba. She is so cute, dude. Oh my
On
god.
returning to the Xianzhou,
Oh, so
March
she's
7th
Hunt
is
and
brimming with
imaginary.
excitement for the upcoming war dance
Hmm.
and decides to learn swordplay from Masters Yunli and Yanqing.
I'm gonna say she's gonna get
I
stabbed
still
to learn her new
vividly
ability.
remember instructing
Like we all did,
Yang Qing in the way
Dunhan
of the
and
sword.
Trailblazer.
Now he's already passing on his knowledge to others. How time flies.
March 7th might be a rookie, but she's also a natural. Her master taught her the best in Zhuming swordplay. So, naturally, she's made quick progress.
Yan Qing is also March 7th's master. To deprive an inquiring mind of tuition is not in his nature.
Right you are, General.
I heard that March 7th was a bow and arrow user. Brave of her to take up the sword, and no doubt a challenge for her masters.
I'll say.
Oh, I bet.
Not to mention, Yunli and Yanqing's swordplay isn't exactly similar.
Yeah, she's got a claymore.
March
He's
7th ended up
got
with
a
weird
sword.
mix of styles.
Multiple swords.
You're overthinking things. If you're dedicated to the sword, you just need to swing it.
Oh, follow
Okay.
the sword and victory will follow. Well, we've done a lot of talking. Time to see March 7th swordplay in action.
March 7th, the Hunt's basic attack deals imaginary damage. When using her skill, March 7th selects a teammate as master and presents them with a special beverage to increase their speed.
What a good apprentice.
As a promising young student, March 7th has a keen understanding of her master's style. When her master launches an attack or ultimate, March 7th acquires charges. When charges reach
Oh,
a
I
set
see.
number of stacks,
Yeah.
she immediately takes action again and obtains an enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack deals set hits of damage to a target enemy, with a chance of dealing further hits.
Just a chance?
She's a rookie, remember? Her moves might be a little rusty, but they can surprise you all the same. Depending on her master's path, her specific attacks possess additional effects.
That's right. For example, masters on the paths of destruction, erudition, or the hunt can cause specific attacks to deal additional damage. And masters on the paths of nihility, harmony, preservation, or abundance can raise the toughness reduction of specific attacks.
Putting learning into practice.
Okay.
Where do I
Toughness
find
reduction.
advice?
After using her ultimate, March 7th can deal damage to a target enemy while improving her next enhanced basic attack.
And for those who were wondering what having March as an apprentice is like, there you have it.
March 7th is humble and learns from all her allies. During exploration, for every time a teammate uses their technique, March 7th acquires a charge at the start of the next battle. When using her own technique, she regenerates energy at the start of the next battle.
It must be a great privilege to have an apprentice with such powers of perception.
Well, get this. Completing specific tasks in the version 2.4's Trailblaze Continuance will unlock March 7th the Hunt.
I assume
Once
probably
unlocked,
doing the story.
a path switching option will appear in the character interface for this.
Oh, I love it.
That's my apprentice.
She certainly does
So
have
is she
the
gonna use the
aura
imaginary
of a herald.
set, I assume?
I think we could all use a lie down. More exciting updates
not, I don't
after
know.
the break.
I'm very curious. I think it'd be cool if when we come back that the food is missing a little bit. So like they actually ate while we were gone. But man, okay, so Yunli is gonna be basically another Clara, it seems like. But definitely, like I said, if I had anything, I would totally try and give a few pulls to see if I get her, but I literally have nothing after going for Firefly and trying to go for her weapon. I got nothing left. And Jiaoqiu seems interesting too. So he does the ult, and then it makes it to where you're going to increase your, or was it his skill? It makes it to where you increase your ult damage, and then it'll also increase. It seems like he's like the trend light cone basically, but as a character. Interesting. And then March, I'm very curious. I wanted to see more about that. I thought she was going to be DPS, but it seems like she's a sub DPS support or something like that. I don't know. Very curious. I'm excited to learn about some more of this stuff.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. It's time we took a look. Version 2.4 is all new events.
Yeah.
As the war dance approaches,
Whoa.
guests and visitors from all corners are converging on the Luofu. But not all are
Prime of
harboring
Arrow
noble
Blade.
intentions. I'm sure all you remember a certain IPC representative by the name of Scott.
Oh, the Alliance is very familiar with the conduct and deeds of the IPC.
Hardly surprising. Well, Scott is out to demonstrate that Xianzhou swordplay is no match for IPC tech. Ooh, not only does he have a mech-related provocation in store, but also wants to assert his
Oh, we got a
authority
new
in
text
battle.
box with
For
March on
real?
it. That's cute.
I think me and Old Metal owe this guy a beating. Or 10.
Hold your horses, Miss Yunli. As a matter of fact, your apprentice got a little impulsive and took up the challenge.
Oh.
She's due to face off against her opponent in just 15 days' time.
A familiar turn of events. Are we able to assist Miss March in this endeavor?
Of course.
I
To
would
help
hope
March
so.
defeat this IPC rotten egg, Trailblazers will take up the position of personal trainer. The goal? Develop a 15-day crash course in swordplay.
Like send them a
15
mouse.
days? Crash course?
I assume that's
Mr.
how long the
Albert,
version.
have you heard the
Oh.
proverb, haste makes waste?
Have you heard the proverb when needs must? Between me and Yan Qing, we've
like
got the
this
sword
screen.
skills to provide the best crash course
Giving
in
Persona
town.
vibes.
Still, balance training also requires
the
rest,
comic strip. That's so
relaxation,
good. I love
and
it.
fun.
Oh, what manga? I
The
guess.
fabled work-life balance. Sounds like you've got to figure it out, Miss Yunli.
Oh, dude, I
Results
love this.
are your
This is
money
such
back.
a good
I have a
interface.
feeling Miss March will have some fortuitous encounters and crucial assistance along the way.
Oh-ho. I might just have to offer a helping hand myself.
The encounters and sword training experiences that March accumulates will dictate the nature of the story's conclusion. The end result will always be a solo confrontation with Scott, though the nature of the showdown will also vary accordingly.
Following the ending, Trailblazers can acquire Stellar Jade and March 7th, the Hunt's Eidolon!
With the
Alright,
combined
well,
assistance of her friends, surely Miss March will prevail over Scott.
Absolutely?
As long as a swordmaster is worthy of the sword in their hand, they have nothing to worry about.
Wise words indeed, Miss Yunli.
Oh.
Let's move on to another event. After leaving
The
Pinnacle,
trash can
I'm sure
lords.
Trailblazers will remember with fondness their unpredictable old friends, the trash cans.
It would seem these old friends have appeared on the Xianzhou.
Up here they have, and a medical intern from Penacony is on the lookout for an assistant. Their goal? To complete a series of shoots to uncover the secrets of the Marastruck.
Wait, what? They're doing a trash can shoot?
You better believe it. The intern in question is Randolph. And just like the Trailblazers, they're a trash can enthusiast.
If you spend enough time
A
in the
fellow trash
cosmos,
panda.
there's nobody you won't encounter. Trash can enthusiasts? Comes with the territory.
During the event, Trailblazers must use the photography software provided
God,
by
is this
Randolph
Pokemon
to
Snap?
take pictures of trash cans hidden among the crowds.
Different trash cans mean different points, with some trash cans even adopting special movements.
Dude, this
Do
is
your best to get
Pokemon
them all
Snap. I
on
love
film
it.
to maximize
Oh
your
my
points
God.
and complete the
Yes.
stage objectives.
And a friendly reminder, trash cans may appear unexpectedly and without warning. Trailblazers wishing to catch them all will need their wits about them.
Now, this event isn't confined to the Xianzhou. Your old friends have also appeared in Bellabog.
Oh.
Rumor has it that Bellabog inhabitants have recently been attacked by a shadow of unknown origin. To resolve this case, our trash can friends need the strength of Trailblazers and Bellabogians alike.
And that's the end of the trash can related content for this version. Right?
Don't speak too soon. In the Trailblaze Friendship is Magic event, Trailblazers need to use specific characters to play the role of magician and summon a special trash can comrade, Letter Pony, to fight alongside them.
A trash can summoning magician. Does this sorcerer have any other notable abilities?
Of course! The magician's skill and ultimate will acquire all new combat effects with the power to command minicans during battle. The minicans' attack and talent abilities will depend on which character was used to summon them, adding further layers to the combat experience. For example, the skills of certain magicians summon minicans onto the battlefield up to a maximum of 5. The more minicans on the battlefield,
boy.
the higher the attack and the more energy regenerated for the magician.
Classic trash warfare.
Oh, get this. Some minicans can even enter an ultra gold state and receive extra buffs. And we've only scratched the surface. Trailblazers who wish to test the
Oh.
limits of magical trash can strength can do so in-game.
Damn, 171,000 damage.
The event will launch a new challenge stage daily, with 5 stages total and each stage split into 2 difficulties. After completing the Initiation Trial Challenge, Trailblazers can unlock the official trial difficulty for an even harder test.
So it looks like we
See
can
you
go back
on the
everywhere. I
battlefield,
appreciate
friends.
that.
I need another breather. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers. More exciting updates after the following broadcast.
Oh, is this the last code already? Wow, that was fast. Okay. Oh, nice. Breaking news. So that's pretty interesting. I was wondering what the events were going to be like, so it's very trash-oriented, which is totally fine. I think that's pretty awesome. I like it. But I'm sure most of it's going to be about the sword event and everything like that, and mostly revolved around March, I would guess. But still, looks pretty cool. I always like when we get to go back and visit other areas, because, you know, like, if you play other games, then you can go back whatever you want, which you can here too, but there's not really much to do since the maps are so small in, like, the previous areas. Unless they add newer spots. Oh, what the hell is this? It's an art challenge. Oh, look at Firefly. She's so cute. Is it looking like that on purpose? Is it kind of, or is that just my internet? Probably. I don't know. That's pretty cool.
Welcome back, y'all.
Oh, of course,
As
we gotta
always,
get to
in version
Odyssey.
2.4, we'll be seeing the return
It'll be
of
10.
10 free
At least
warts
it'll be 10.
in the Gift of Odyssey check-in event.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Some comforts are here to stay.
And of course, there's also the double events.
Ooh,
Planar
yeah.
Fisher and Garden of Plenty.
Remember to complete the simulated universe or divergent universe for double planar ornaments.
Okay.
And we
definitely
haven't
down
even
for
got
that.
to this
I need
version's
that.
system optimizations yet. Starting with the relic system.
What do you
When
mean?
using the filter function to screen relics already in your possession, filter choices can be saved for a faster selection process. Meanwhile, in the relic inventory, Trailblazers will find new quick lock and quick discard functions. When choosing relics for a character, relics will be sorted according to the character's relic set prioritization, with the most suitable relics appearing first.
Oops, I think the mouse
There's
sent me to
also
that.
a
I
new
like that a
feature
lot.
for relic substat recommendations.
By using the recommended relics feature,
what?
not only can Trailblazers view a character's most frequently used relic set, but also the recommended main and subsidiary stats.
And finally, when checking Simulated Universe Interface and Cavern of Corrosion in the
It
Interastral
shows you
Peace
what
Guide,
characters.
Trailblazers can see recommended characters
that
for the
is
relics in
cool.
question.
I mean,
How
most of us know that
considerate.
already, but that's
Now,
really nice for
to
new
allow
players.
Trailblazers to come into faster contact with new versions, captivating events, and time-limited rewards, 2.4 has added an advanced access feature for both Trailblaze continuance and events.
So if a Trailblazer doesn't meet the prerequisite conditions for a given event, they can still experience the new version's events and missions?
You got it.
That's pretty
Trailblazers
cool.
who've reached level 21 will see a Play Now icon appear on the event page for events with advanced
I
access
don't know why it keeps,
eligibility.
like, going out.
Just select the icon to
Like the
join the
quality.
experience.
Now that's an optimization. Ready and waiting.
Ooh.
In the mission catalog, missions with early access will feature a special icon. Maps yet to be unlocked will get temporary map teleportation access, while
Probably
also
just be able to
featuring
do the
a
mission,
special
but not
icon.
explore.
Trailblazers can freely switch between the displays for the normal map and the temporary maps unlocked as a result of advanced access event activation.
And
That's
what if
pretty cool.
Trailblazers achieve the normal event activation requirements during the course of early access?
Good question. In that case, the event will terminate the advanced activation state and the temporary map channel will close. However,
Okay.
game data will be retained and Trailblazers can continue participating in gameplay as normal through the event screen.
Which is when I get my hands on the limited time event rewards.
In other news, in the not too distant future, a new episode of Knowing the Universe will be upon us. We've invited
think I've ever caught
celebrated
any of
novelist
those.
Yoshiki Tanaka to be with us on the program. Together, we'll be exploring thoughts and imaginings on the subject of the boundless universe.
Okay.
A
Get
huge
deep.
thank you to Mr. Tanaka for his participation.
Hell yeah.
Man, I can't wait to see that episode. And finally, intel on a mysterious collaboration destined for launch in 2025.
Bracing for impact.
Whoa, they're doing a collab,
For more
bro?
info, stay tuned for official announcements, Trailblazers.
Oh, dude.
That brings us to the end of the version
That gave me goosebumps. Holy
2.4
shit.
special program.
Bro, dude.
Returning to the
Fates?
Xianzhou, getting to know new Xianzhou friends. You guys sure know how to get an old owl excited.
Will March be able to perfect her sword play?
Yeah.
3
I
Xianzhou
got faith in
generals in the
March.
same place at the same time. Who knows what kind of stories will unfold?
Let us all bear witness to the future of the Xianzhou Luofu.
See you in the next one, Trailblazers.
Till next time.
See you next
then.
time.
See you guys later. All right. Man, there's a lot to unpack there. That was actually really good. I was like, I don't know if I can pause it or not. I don't know if it'll let me. I was not expecting a collab right there at the end. That was sneaky. They would like put that right there at the end. They're like, oh, by the way, collab with Fate Stay Night, bro. I already know. I haven't watched it in such a long time, but I already know if there's like 2 or 3 characters that if they add them, oh man, that's gonna sell. Because I know there was some issues when Honkai did a collab with Neo Genesis a while back. I think was it or. Yeah, it was even Gillian. I think they did a collab with that, and I think there were some issues with that, and they said they probably weren't going to do a collab again, or that was okay, and I think it was the collab with Sony because of the whole Aloy thing. So I don't know if maybe that's why they're finally now ready to, I guess it's not going to let me go back, is it? Can I go back? Okay, well, I swear I got to pause it somewhere, and it's completely different than what I thought it was. All right, we'll leave it on Gmail, that's fine. But yeah, the fact that we're getting a collab, though, to me, I think is pretty big news. So I think that'll be awesome. Obviously, that's next year, so it probably won't be until like February or something like that, if I had to guess, because it says 2025, and we're like halfway through this year. But either way, though, this version is going to be interesting because obviously we get a new area. I'm sure it's probably not going to be too massive, but I'm excited to see a little bit more about it, learn more about Yunli, and also hopefully get to learn more about Locha while we're down there. I don't know if maybe that'll be a possibility or not. But I was kind of curious. Like, I had a feeling like they kept showing all these characters. I thought we were going to go to a different Xianzhou ship, but apparently we're just staying here, which is also okay, though, because if they're going to give us a new ship, it's probably going to be like a whole new, like, you know, like 3.0 or something like that. I don't know if they would just do that as a continuance. I'm not sure. I would think they would probably save that for later. Maybe that's why they're just trying to introduce some characters to us now, and then that'll give us a reason to go check it out later. That could be my assumption. But yeah, the reruns, I thought for sure that it was either going to be Black Swan or even Zealot, because I feel like they had longer, but I did not. Sparkle was fucking random. That totally caught me off guard. Luofu makes sense, though. I had a feeling she would be there. But I guess maybe they didn't want to have, I don't know. Did they typically ever do like 2 of the same type of character on a banner? Because I just realized if Black Swan was there, that would be 2 Nihility on the bottom half. I don't know if they would want to do that or not. But either way, though, I'm very curious to see how these characters are going to work out. Obviously, it'll be cool to see them in story, but I'm curious to see what their kits are like and learn more about them and see. Because I know the one thing is, even if you do, even if you try not to follow leaks, like if you follow mains on Reddit, I swear people post that stuff all the time, and people have been saying that they're excited for this dude for Acheron, but it seemed like lately when I jumped on, they said they're not too excited. I'm not sure necessarily why, but if he's going to help increase her ult and then increase all damage, I think that's actually pretty cool. Like, get it faster. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding something. So I'm curious to learn a little bit more about that. And then obviously it's going to be cool to see. I thought something was going to happen to March, and that's why she, like, you know, changes her path or whatever. But apparently she decided, she's like, you know what, fuck it, let's change it up. I thought maybe she was going to get hurt like we did, because I'm pretty sure we got stabbed and Dan Heng got stabbed as well. So I was just like, oh, well, who knows? Maybe what it'll take to trigger that. I'm sure we'll learn more in the story and everything. But yeah, I'm very curious what you guys think. I know some people probably are not going to be happy going back here. But I know after Pentaconi, I'm kind of glad to dip for a little bit. And it's nice too that they gave us an event in each area too. I think it's kind of cool that it gives us a reason, like I said, to go back and, you know, revisit some familiar faces and stuff like that. So I'm excited to go check out all the trash can lore and everything that comes alongside of it. It's so silly. But either way, for me personally, I'm going to save this version because, like I said, I have nothing. So I think I'm probably going to save. They did announce, because we saw her in there. It was Fei Xiao, I believe. She had the giant axe. And then Lingsha is the other one. And it said that she's supposed to be abundance, a fire abundance, I think. So I might possibly save for her. I guess we'll see in the future. But I want to wish you guys the best of luck. Hopefully you're able to get either Yunli if you're going for her, or Jiaoqiu if you're going for him. And if you don't have Huohua, highly suggest. She's phenomenal. And Sparkle is also very good. So this is, depending on what you're going for, this is a pretty good banner. So I'm very curious to see how well it turns out. But like I said, best of luck. Hopefully you can get whoever it is you're going for. You can get their light cone too if you're going for that, and everything comes home early, and then you can start saving for 2.5 if you're going to go for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about the entirety of the show, and also what you're most excited for in the next version. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you here. If you want to check out any of the other stuff I posted, you can check the links in the description, or if you go over to the playlist page, there's all kinds of stuff for you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys in the next one.